Okay, Ghosts of War. Probably my favorite song on South of Heaven. Alright, here we go. We're going to start on the very first part of the song, which is the, it just sounds like it's the whole bottom end is cut out of it. It's going to start on the 5th fret on the 5th string. I'm just trying to make it sound like crap by turning my volume down, in case you were wondering. So anyway, start on the 5th fret, 5th string, and then all your speed picking will be done with your pointer finger there on the 2nd fret on the 6th string. So it's going to be... Okay, so from the 5th fret, it's going to go down to the 5th fret to the 4th fret, all on the 5th string, and then you're going to go over to the 3rd fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, oops, and then finally on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So it's going to go like this. Okay, but you're going to do that speed picking in between, and I'll show you exactly how they're doing that. Okay, so what he's doing there, they're going to be doing four picks in between the first two notes. So it's going to be... Okay, and then from there, it's going to be 2 picks. You're going to go to the 3rd fret on the 4th string, to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So it's going to be... Whoops. So here's how it is in real time. Okay, so it's definitely tricky with the picking, because you got to make sure you're up picking and down picking at the certain times that you got to hit those notes, but just kind of practice that real slowly. Okay, so from there they're going to go into this really fast riff. Okay, so what he's going to do there, he's going to start on the 4th fret with your ring finger, 4th fret 6th string, and you're going to be pulling off just on the 3rd to 2nd fret on the 5th string. And then, so that's the first time. The second time you're going to pull off 2nd fret to the open string. Okay, on the 5th string. Third time you're going to go back to the 3-2 pull off. Okay, so then the 4th time you're going to come down here onto the 3rd fret on the on the 6th string. So it's going to go like this. Okay, and you're going to pull off on the 3rd fret of the 3rd and 4th strings to the 2nd fret, like that. Okay, that's kind of the first measure. The second measure, it's the same first 3 parts, except the 4th part, instead of doing the 3-2 on the 3rd and 4th strings, you're going to do a slide from the 1st fret, to the 2nd fret. Use your pointer finger there. So it's going to go. Okay, the 3rd time around you're going to do a repeat of the 1st time, and then the 4th time it's going to end, thank God. And then that's how the song starts. So that riff there is, these beginning parts might be the toughest parts of the song. They're ugly, I really don't even like them, but they're Slayer, and you have to learn them, because once you do, you'll feel pretty good about it. So here's how it goes in real time. So that's how they play that beginning part. Good luck with it. It is tricky picking, but take it slow and you'll get it. Now let's start the song. So what you're going to do is that kind of fill riff that they do throughout the song is going to start on the 4th fret to 3rd fret to 6th fret, all on the 6th string. Those are power chords. You're going to kind of palm mute the 4th and 3rd fret, and then you're going to let the 6th fret open, okay? Remember, there are 2 guitarists playing this. They do play these parts differently. Some palm mute while the other guy doesn't, so it is tricky. All you got to do is turn your speaker to the left and to the right on your balance. Like if you go into your Mac or something, just shift the balance over to the left or right speaker and you can isolate each guitar. So here's how it starts. Okay, so that riff is a ton of fun. You're going to love learning this one. So what he's doing there is going to start in the open 6th string, and then you're going to come right up to the 1st fret. Okay, so it's, and then you're going to hold down that 1st fret on the 6th. This is on the 6th string. Hold down that 1st fret in the 6th string, basically for this whole riff. So then what he's doing there is he's hitting the 3rd fret there with the ring finger. So it's. And then right there I hit the 2nd fret on the 5th string. So it's, oops. Okay, so what he's doing there is he's going 4. So he's going 4, 2. After you hit that 2nd fret on the 5th string, he's going to go 4, 2, 1 on the 6th string. And then he's going to come back to the 2nd fret real quick on the 6th string. So it's going to go like this. So it's, okay, so that's how the riff ends, and it starts over. You're just going to repeat. And then, you know, the first part he's going to go 1st fret power chord to the 4th fret, okay? So it's, and then at the second, you know, the second round that they do that riff, it's going to go back to that filler riff that the song started with, okay? And then you're going to, again, kind of palm mute that until you get to the 6th fret. Okay, it's a tricky riff, but it's actually not hard. So once you learn it, you know, start slow. Just kind of follow this pattern. It actually sounds like a Pantera part, but anyway. So from there, they're going to come into the chorus because they're going to do that whole riff during the first verse. Okay, so what that is they're going to go 4th fret power chord, 3rd fret, 7th fret to the 6th fret, and then that's on a power chord. They're just doing the speed picking on the 6th fret, all on the 6th string. Okay, then this the second verse starts. We're going to do this riff again. I'll try and play it slowly for you. Okay, then from there, they're going to kind of bring that riff up to the 4th fret. Okay, but what they're going to do, instead of going to the open string like that, they're going to go from the, they're going to kind of go start at the 3rd fret and slide up to the 4th fret real quick. So it's going to go. So what I'm doing there is, this is all on the 4th fret. I'm going to go, that's the 6th fret I'm hitting there with my ring finger. Again, same exact pattern, you're just up to the 4th string. So ring finger hits the 6th string. Then I'm going to hit the 5th, not the 6th string, the 6th fret on the 6th string. And then I'm going to hit the 5th fret on the 5th string with my middle finger. Then I'm going from my pinky to the 7th to the 5th fret. And then again, I'm touching that 5th fret one last time. Okay? So it's... Now the first time that riff goes from the 4th fret, you're going to slide all the way up to the 8th fret power chord. It's a little off from the riff before, but that's what the one guitarist does. I think the other one actually only goes to the 5th fret. I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, 4th fret to 8th fret for sure for one of the guitars. So it's going to go... Okay, notice that I'm doing that little slide from the 3rd fret to 4th fret when I started over again. Then to end that part of the song, you're just doing a 5th fret to 4th fret to 7th fret version of that, you know, that kind of that intro riff to the song. And then you're gonna come down and then do the chorus, the 4th fret, the 3rd fret, the 7th fret to the 6th fret speed picking. So here's how the whole second verse goes, or the part of the second verse goes. Okay, so from there, they're going to do the guitar solo, and they're going to go into this riff that's kind of speed picking off of the 3rd fret there on the 6th string. So it's going to come out of the chorus. You can see that. Okay, so they're going to start, you can see that they don't complete that 6th fret. They just kind of go right into the rhythm from the 7th fret. They don't go and do that speed picking that 6th string when they break into this transition to the rhythm under the solo. So you're going to start on the 3rd fret. They're going to just kind of do a speed pick the 3rd fret, and then just kind of touch the 4th fret there with your middle finger. Then you're going to do a power chord from the 3rd fret to the 7th fret. It's actually a very simple rhythm under the solo here. Then you're going to kind of do a palm mute 6-5-4, and then go back into the speed picking the 3rd fret. So it's 6-5-4 and the 6th string power chords. They do that 4 times before finally going back into the main verse riff that I've been showing you. Okay, when they come out of this riff now, you're gonna be speed picking this whole song, and then the song just kind of suddenly slows down. So it is a little tricky to transition, but this is how it's gonna go. Whoop. And I fucked it up. Anyway, that's the part that it's going to go into. So once you come out of that rhythm solo, I showed you the rhythm solo under the the rhythm under the solo. You're going to come and do that, and then you're going to just open A string, and you're going to start palm muting. And I alternate pick this. They may down pick it. I don't think they do, but you're going to hold that note, okay? And then the other guitar is going to do another version of the riff. I'm going to show you these. So this is one of the best Slayer riffs ever in the history of the earth. So what they're going to do, you're going to hit that open fifth string, and then you're going to kind of faintly palm mute this entire part. Okay, so what he's doing there, open fifth string, and you're going to go 7, 8 on the fourth string, and you're going to come right back and hit the open fifth string, like that. Okay, and then you're going to go back to the fourth string and hit 8 to 7, and then you're going to go 8, 7, 8, 7 open on the fifth string. So it's open fifth string to 7, 8 on the fourth string to open fifth string, then 8, 7 fourth string, 8, 7 fifth string, and then open on the fifth string. Okay? Okay, and that's the first part of the riff. Whoops. Okay, so then from that open fifth string, they're going to go ring finger 10, 10, 9 on the fourth string, ring finger to middle finger, 10, 9 on the fifth string. Then you're going to go 10, 9 fifth string to 9, 9, 8 on the fourth string. So it's 10, 9 fourth string, 10, 9 on the fifth string, and then 9, 8, and then hold that note on the fourth string. Okay? And then in between, the other guy's doing this. And then that is basically the second part of this riff anyway, so I'm going to show it to you. Same exact beginning. Except when you get here, when you start using your ring finger, you're going to go 10, 9, 10, 10, 9 on the fourth string, 10 fifth string, go back to 9 on the fourth string, and then you're going to kind of bar your middle finger from the 9 to the 8 on the third string. So, and then he holds that note, so it's going to go like this. And then the other guy starts doing. Okay, and then after like 4 measures, this riff just comes together, and the other guy's just playing power chords. Okay. So you're not going to play the power chords, you're going to play this. Okay, so that's basically, you're just going to keep playing that for a little while. Like I said, that's one of the best freaking riffs ever written by Slayer. You're then going to just kind of, you just went through hell, you know, playing these crazy fast riffs. You get to this riff, it's nice and slow, it's fun to play, it sounds awesome, and then you're going to just do power chords for a little bit, because out of this riff, oh yeah, this is fun. Okay, and then it goes into an even better part. So anyway, those power chords though that you're playing, 5th fret, so you're going to go from the 10th fret to the 4th fret, and these are all power chords on the 6th string. Back to the 10th fret to the 5th fret, then just hold that 4th fret power chord, go up to the 10th fret there and just go. then you're holding that open 6-string power chord. And then okay, all it is 1, 2, 3 down pick, 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 1, 2, 3 down pick. Don't change it up, just do that the entire time. It never changes no matter how many drum fills you hear that confuse you. That riff stays steady throughout the whole end part. That's second fret, third to third fret to first fret power chords there on the 6th string. Okay, it can test your stamina, your speed picking, because you do it a lot for this, especially when they come back in, because it takes a while for the drums. Okay, so basically that's going to be the end of the song here. Just, you know, by the time you get through that song, though, your wrist is going to be plenty warmed up. There is that version of the riff I just showed you, except on lower strings, that I'm going to play. Again, one of the best parts of this song, which is my favorite song on the album, so it potentially, possibly, very well could be my favorite part on the album, is when they start doing this. So what they're going to do, it's the same exact riff that I showed you, except you're playing it on the open 6th string and the open A string. So it's open 6th string to 7, 8 on the 5th string to open 6th string. Then you're going to go 8, 7, 5th string, 8, 7, 6th string, open. Okay? Then you're going to go ring finger 10, 10, 9, 10, 9 on the 5th and 6th string. Then 9, 8 on the 5th string, and that's the first time they do it. And then on the second time, it's that top version is a little different. 10, 9, 10. 10, 9 on the 5th string, 10 on the 6th string, then 9 on the 5th string, bar it to the 9 on the 4th string, and then you're going to hold that 8th fret there on the 4th string. You're not going to hold it, you're going to go right back into the riff. What am I saying? Okay, the final time that you do this riff, they do change it up a little bit. It's very subtle, but you're going to hear it like this the first time. Right there is the change. Same beginning. Right there they're going to go 10, 9, 10, and then 9, 9. They're going to go 10, 9 on the 5th string, 10 on the 6th string, and then they're going to hit 9, 9 on the 5th string to the 8th fret on the 5th string. Like that. But then the outro part. Oops. The outro part is the same. So all 4 times, just real slowly, I'm going to play this end riff. Then into this. Alright, so anyway, that's Ghosts of War. Best song. Love it. Enjoy. Hope you learn it.